Hello and welcome to Film Companion South. In this episode, we are going to be talking about the Telugu web series on AHA called Kudi Yedamaithe. The series has been created and written by Ram Vignesh and directed by Pawan Kumar. Yes, the same Pawan Kumar who gave us Lucia and U-Turn. The series has 8 episodes. Each of them lasts roughly half an hour, and the first episode occurs on the night of February 29, 2020. There is a frightened man who is running out of a building. He's a delivery guy for an app-based food delivery service. He's also a wannabe actor. His name is Adi and he's played by Rahul Vijay. The other major character in this series is Durga. Now she's a cop and she is addicted to booze. She says it helps her relieve her stress. She seems to be in a relationship with a man whose images make us wonder if he's real or if he lives only in her imagination. Now this character is played by Amala. Now something happens between these two characters, Adi and Durga, on the night of February 29th, 2020, the night that we saw Adi run out of that building. And these two characters, due to whatever happens between them, they get caught in a time loop. Now if you've seen the Hollywood classic Groundhog Day, this is something like that, a bit like that. Adi and Durga find themselves waking up on February 29th. They go through the motions and then they wake up the next day, and then it's February 29th all over again, and then they go through the motions and then they wake up the next day and it's February 29th all over again, and on until infinity, which is probably why the title design of the series carries an infinity sign. Now, if you go through the same day repeatedly, you know what is going to happen on that day, right? That becomes familiar, right? Now, what if you use this knowledge, the knowledge of what is going to happen on that particular day, and what if you do things a little differently? What if small actions of yours can cause big ripples in the flow of time and result in disastrous consequences? What if you have to modify your actions in order to suit the lives of other characters? And slowly we see these other characters come into Adi and Durga's time loop, though these characters themselves have no idea of the time loop. They just think they're going through each day as a fresh day, not the repeated day that Adi and Durga know that they're going through. There's a woman in her 20s who comes to the police station with a problem. There's a gang that's been kidnapping children and demanding ransom. There's a prisoner jailed up at the police station who causes a lot of trouble. There's a beggar who's linked somehow. He was around the place where the event that linked Adi and Durga happened, and he's somehow linked to the whole thing. And in the weaker subplot, there is a cop who's been murdered and there's an investigation going on around this. Now this comes with a twist that I'm not sure that I entirely bought. Now Kudi Yedamaithe is a slow burn series, and you know that the pace is deliberate, but if there's one complaint that I had about it, it's that I was never able to enter the series fully. I always watched it from a little remove, a little distance. The small details are fitted with clockwork-like precision, and yet I wish there had been a little more life to the whole thing. But taken as a whole, the series really works. The writing is very, very impressive. The events and the mini events are superbly interlocked. This is also a very elegantly and very thoughtfully shot series. As the events get wilder, the camera angles also get weirder. They get tilted, or we get split screens, and even in these split screens, the lines that split the screens aren't straight lines, they come in angles, weird angles. Both Amala Paul and Rahul Vijay anchor the series with their very earnest performances, and the best thing about Kudi Yedamaithe is that it treats sci-fi in a very normal manner. The premise of a time loop may be something right out of science fiction, but at no point do we feel we are watching something abnormal or otherworldly. Kudi Yedamaithe ends with a to be continued, and I will be looking forward to season 2. If you like this video, do subscribe to Film Companion South, and see you soon at the movies.